Hey everyone, it's Alane, your holistic nutritionist and naturopath from Nutritionally Yours. I want to talk about something today that many people battle, but really nobody wants to talk about it, but I want to. I want to talk about food fear, bloating, all those yucky stomach symptoms, and getting people better, okay? If you've ever dealt with bloating, or that sudden uh-oh that made you afraid to eat or to go out to eat, to leave the house, I want you to stay with me. I got you. And you know what? This is personal. It's a very personal thing, and it happens. And it might be your story too, but it doesn't have to be anymore. I want to share something personal with you that many people don't know about me. When I was a little girl, I grew up on Long Island, New York, and I had terrible, terrible stomach symptoms. Talk about embarrassment, the bloat, sudden stomach issues when I didn't want them to happen. They were embarrassing. Random bloating, random weird sounds coming from my stomach, unpredictable discomfort, and always at the worst times. You know what? And the frustrating thing was, Mom would take me to the pediatrician probably every month, like constant, like I knew him very well and he knew me, but he had no answers. He would say, take this pill or take this pill, or, oh, let's change your medication. And I don't know, you have IBS. Okay, but why? Why do I have to go through life like this, and will it ever change? He had no idea. He cared, he just had no idea. And when I was a teenager, I was honestly afraid to eat. I would go to school with my stomach growling because I didn't want to hear those uh-oh noises coming from my stomach and have to run and find a restroom. I also, during social events, I really didn't want to eat. I remember sleepovers, I was so scared of food because I never knew what would set it off, what would cause the bloat. And some of you out there might be going through that. And if you are, this is for you because I have some hope for you. Now, I'm going to tell you a funny story that senior year of high school, I had a date for New Year's and I was real excited about it. We were really good friends for a long time. We went out to a Chinese restaurant and I felt fine beforehand. Everything was good. Then I get to the restaurant and I ordered chicken chow mein because that's all I knew to order back then. And we get to the after party after dinner and I'm at the party and I have to ask my date at 10 o'clock to take me home. And he's like, what? I said, I need you to take me home now. He's like, are you okay? I just want to go home. And I really didn't want to tell him why. I was so embarrassed. So he drove me home kind of confused. And I know he went back to the party and had a good time after because I didn't want to stop him. And I went home and my stomach hurt so much. And I'd never forget this night. Obviously, it's still in my mind because it ruined my New Year's senior year of high school with a boy I really liked, and I was happy to be on the date with him. And it was kind of at that moment that I said, I just don't want to eat. I am so scared of food. I never want this to happen again. I was just fearful like crazy of food. I think I had more fear of the bloat than the bloat itself giving me symptoms. But what was really interesting was what I hear from my patients and how I know it affected me was it affected my confidence, my relationships. Does it affect your self-worth? And it also affected my entire life. If my friends invited me to go to some fun place and it was in New York City, I was like, oh. And you know why? Because I didn't want to get in the car. I was afraid. And if my friends were going on a camp out or something overnight, no, mom won't let me go. I'm sorry, no. And it was just, I was afraid to eat. And sometimes I, go out and have a couple crackers beforehand or a piece of toast and jelly to just fill my stomach because I didn't want those embarrassing sounds when I was out with anyone or over anyone's house. And it started to get kind of ridiculous for less, I don't have another word for that except ridiculous. I was like, why do I have to live with this? It's not fair. I needed to go away, okay? And then came a turning point for me, and I want you to know there can be a turning point for you too. It was in my 30s, and I was in a class, and I just wasn't feeling great. And one of the docs next to me is like, what's the matter? I was like, I don't know. I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'm cranky, my hair wasn't as thick. I was like, I am not myself. And I've had IBS from the day I was born. She's like, Alane, no, you haven't. She's like, yes, I have. She says, no. IBS or irritable bowel is a syndrome. It's a group of symptoms that happen for a reason. Okay, why? She says, Alane, you haven't figured out the why for you yet. Let's work together. Okay, can you really get rid of IBS symptoms? She's like, yeah. Can you get rid of this bloat that I walk around with? I look like I'm pregnant and I'm not. She goes, yeah. Okay. So I learned a lot from this doctor, and this was probably about 20 years ago. We did some testing. We did a comprehensive stool test. Yes, we did. It was a 3-day fun collection. And then we did really intense food intolerance testing. It was like 200 foods. And I had to learn about different immune pathways. Like IgG is whole body inflammation. IgA is all about the gut. So like for instance, if chicken showed up as toxic, for instance, I'm just picking on chicken, and it was an IgA, it would give me the bloat. If it was an IgG, my whole body would inflame. And if I had a test, it's like, oh, I can't think. I don't know if you ever thought about that. It's really important to get to the bottom of why you have those symptoms to begin with. Bloating and irritable bowel, it's not something you have to live with. I thought you did, but you don't. And what was really cool, I got my test results back and I was like, oh, okay. It showed one thing. I had one food intolerance. One. Okay. I got rid of that one food and the bloat was gone. The IBS was gone. My food fear went whoop. I was like, that's all it was one silly food intolerance and no more IBS? Like, I don't have to know where every bathroom is everywhere I go, every mall, every restaurant, every airport. No, I felt normal. I had never felt that before. I didn't know what it was like to have normal digestion, a normal, movement, normal day without feeling that, in my gut. So friends, I know this isn't a comfortable subject to talk about, but it's something that is very uncomfortable for many, many people out there. And I'm wondering who out there that's listening to this is going through this. And you're like, will somebody please help me? I'm like, yes, I get it. I've been through it. And you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the bloat. It's not meant for you, okay? And there's ways to easily fix it. So friends, don't suffer in silence, okay? If this has hit home for you, or if you know somebody that's suffering from this, I want you to reach out, private message me, comment below, or just jump on it. Go to my website. Don't wait. Go to my website, nutritionallyyours.net, and book an appointment. I work in person and virtual to help people anywhere they live all over the country. I've had people do appointments in their car, parked of course, in their office and a mall. It doesn't matter. In their office, in their home, wherever you are. Some people are in bed. I was like, okay, let's do an appointment. And let's not live in food fear. It's very easy to get the answers that you need to what foods are causing the bloat. Do I have a bug in my gut? Bacteria, parasite, sorry, it does happen. Is my body just not making enough enzymes to digest the food? What kinds of foods are okay to eat and not eat? Stop guessing, okay? Go to my website, make an appointment. Let me help you the way I helped myself. God bless everybody. Bye-bye.